Sam and Max Go to Hell Part 3. So where did we leave off? Oh yeah, kidnapping, Vegas, sleeping, chicken breasts. So we went out of the hotel to the Luxor. There the Backstreet Boys were performing with Ween. They were singing the song Show Me the Meaning of Spinal Meningitis. Yeah, you haven't heard about it? It's a song released on Ween's Chocolate and Cheese album back in 1948. They brought us to the hotel entrance, but me, Mr. Vendrason, Daria, and the others ran for it and went into the middle of the strip. Max screamed, "Sam! After them!" But Sam is too fat, so we outran him. We ran into the Mirage and hid out for 2 hours. We managed to hide in a hotel room during that time. But Max caught us when Mr. Vendrason had to take a leak out in the lobby bathroom. Yeah, the bathroom in our hotel room wasn't working because some guy from Minnesota decided to have Taco Bell a lot of that day and took a dump in the toilet without flushing, and it clogged it too. Then he took us to the airport. We tried to run, but Max chained us all to a board of wood. I was getting splinters in my butt. But I still have my phone, which is an old Motorola phone from 2006. I called one number. The number belonged to the Shadow Reader. Him and Dave the Useless came and freed us. Daria said, "Okay, thanks," and ran with us. We tried to run to the airport in order to get a flight back to Key West so we can go home. But Max caught us with his net gun, similar to Batman's grapple gun. When I awoke, 2 days later, we were in New York City. The plane had to land because it was running out of fuel. We went into the freelance police station where I was in a lab where Sam analyzed me. It looked like the sub-basement of Solitude, which it probably was. I don't know. I said, "Sam, where the frick am I?" He said, "Be quiet, child. Max will hear you. He doesn't want to know that you're awake. Now, what's your name?" "Alex McCornflakes," I answered. Good. But me and Sam heard that Max and somebody else with a deep voice were having a cocktail party and were loudly playing the song Firework by Katy Perry. It was so loud, in fact, you couldn't understand the concept of its loudness. Sam told him to turn it down, but then Max's eyes turned blood red. He put me and Sam in a movie theater room, probably on Broadway, and then he forced us to watch a Sam and Max movie. The movie was about Max taking revenge on Quasimodo. Me and Sam looked at each other. As the movie began, it showed commercials and trailers for movies I'd rather be watching at that moment, like Ted and Sausage Party, as well as Nora and Queens. It showed an ad of a guy, some dude in drag, cooking at a stove, and he was cooking some really good dinner. After he was done, he looked at the camera, held up the dinner, and said, "Eat up, boys," he said. And then I realized I'm a fan of dinner, so I'm fine. I noticed that Sam was looking hungry. He hasn't eaten since Las Vegas. He wanted some dinner, too. As the movie started, I found out that Max was the real villain. Aw, and I shared a romantic feeling with him. That sucks. Root carrot onion. To be continued.